True Grit wasn't just a Western. It was a story of grit, justice, and unforgettable characters that defined an era. Rooster Cogburn's rough courage became legendary. But decades later, the real story is far more emotional. Time has changed the lives behind those iconic faces in ways few fans expected. Some lived long, remarkable lives, while others have sadly passed away. Today, we revisit the cast then and now in 2026, and remember the actors we've lost along the way. Emmett Quincy, he rides in with uneasy loyalty, caught between law and something less certain in True Grit, was portrayed by Jeremy Slate. Born on February 17, 1926, in Atlantic City, New Jersey, he was 43 when the film was released, bringing quiet tension to the role. Earlier, he gained attention with The Sons of Katie Elder, a defining step in his career. His life included both steady work and personal struggles, including a serious illness later in life. Sadly, Jeremy Slate passed away on November 19, 2006, at 80 due to cancer, leaving behind a presence that lived between choices and never fully escaped them. Moon, the moment he shifts his weight and watches from the shadows, restless and unpredictable as danger quietly builds in True Grit, was portrayed by Dennis Hopper. Born on May 17, 1936, in Dodge City, Kansas, he was 33 when into the role, bringing a raw, uneasy edge to the role. His defining breakthrough came with Easy Rider, which reshaped American cinema. His life was marked by creative brilliance and personal struggles, including battles with substance abuse before a later resurgence. Regrettably, he passed away on May 29, 2010, at 74, from prostate cancer, leaving behind a presence that never settled, only pushed boundaries. Ned Pepper, he charges forward on horseback, voice rising with wild defiance as chaos follows in True Grit, was portrayed by Robert Duvall. Born on January 5, 1931, in San Diego, California, he was 38 when into the film, bringing fierce intensity to the role. His defining breakthrough came with The Godfather, cementing his place among cinema's greats. A devoted artist and family man, his life reflected both discipline and depth. Sorrowfully, he passed away on February 15, 2026, at 95, leaving behind a presence that never needed to dominate, only to command. LaBeouf, the moment he straightens his hat and insists on doing things his way, pride riding just beneath the surface in True Grit, was portrayed by Glen Campbell. Born on April 22, 1936, in Delight, Arkansas, he was 33 when the film began, bringing charm and determination to the role. Already a rising music star, this film marked a defining crossover into acting. A husband and father of 8, his life later faced a profound turning point with Alzheimer's disease. Glen Campbell passed away on August 8, 2017, at 81, leaving behind a presence that never stopped striving, only kept going. Rooster Cogburn, he reins in his horse, rifle spinning in one hand as he charges straight into danger with reckless certainty in True Grit, was portrayed by John Wayne. Born on May 26, 1907, in Winterset, Iowa, he was 62 when the film was released, delivering the defining performance of his career. That role earned him an Academy Award, cementing his legend in Western cinema. A father of 7, his life balanced fame with personal battles, including a long fight with cancer. Heartbreakingly, John Wayne passed away on June 11, 1979, at 72 by stomach cancer, leaving behind a presence that never asked for greatness, only rode straight into it. Gowdy, he lingers in the background, watching with quiet unease as tension builds around him in True Grit, was portrayed by Alfred Ryder. Born Alfred Jacob Korn on January 5, 1916, in New York City, he was 53 when the film was released, bringing subtle depth to the role. A seasoned stage and screen performer, he built a career defined by intelligence and versatility, with notable work in theater and television. A private man devoted to his craft, he remained steady throughout changing eras of entertainment. Der passed away on April 16, 1995, at 79 due to liver cancer, leaving behind a presence that didn't need the spotlight, only the moment it was given. Colonel G. Stonehill, he fusses over horseflesh with sharp-eyed precision, more concerned with value than sentiment in True Grit, was portrayed by Strother Martin. Born on March 26, 1919, in Kokomo, Indiana, He was 50 when into the role, bringing sly wit to the role. His defining career moment came with Cool Hand Luke, where his unforgettable lines cemented his place in film history. A devoted craftsman of character roles, he built a steady career across decades. Sadly, he passed away on August 1, 1980, at 61, from a heart attack, leaving behind a presence that never needed to lead, only to steal the moment. Tom Chaney, the moment he fires without warning and disappears into the wild, leaving chaos in his wake in True Grit, was portrayed by Jeff Corey. Born on August 10, 1914, in Brooklyn, New York, he was 55 when the movie begins, bringing a raw, unsettling edge to the role. His defining career turning point came after surviving the Hollywood blacklist, rebuilding his life as both an actor and a respected acting teacher. A dedicated mentor to many, he lived quietly beyond the spotlight. Regrettably, Jeff Corey passed away on August 16, 2002, at 88, leaving behind a presence that didn't just survive history. He outlasted it. Captain Boots Finch, the moment he watches from the edge with a cautious eye, measuring every move before stepping in, adds quiet tension to True Grit, was portrayed by Ron Sobel. Born on March 28, 1932, in Chicago, Illinois, he was 41 when the film begins, bringing a steady, grounded presence to the role. A familiar face in television and film, he built a career through consistent character work. A devoted family man, he lived largely outside the spotlight. Heartbreakingly, Ron Sobel passed away on May 2, 2002, at 74 by lung cancer, leaving behind a presence that didn't rush into the moment, only waited until it mattered. Maddie Ross, she steadies herself and pulls the trigger with unwavering resolve, refusing to be dismissed in True Grit, was portrayed by Kim Darby. Born on July 8, 1947, in Los Angeles, California, she was just 22 when the film was released, carrying the story with quiet determination. That role became her defining breakthrough, shaping a career across film and television. Her life included both creative success and personal challenges, including multiple marriages. As of 2026, at 78, Kim Darby remains a presence that never waited to be believed, only acted when it mattered. Lawyer Daggett, he shuffles papers and speaks with nervous precision, trying to impose order where none can hold in True Grit, was portrayed by John Fiedler. Born on February 3, 1925, in Platteville, Wisconsin, he was 44 when the film was released, bringing a distinct, anxious charm to the role. Known for his work on stage, television, and as the voice of Piglet in Winnie the Pooh, this performance added to his unique legacy. A private man devoted to his craft, he maintained a steady career. Sorrowfully, he passed away on June 25, 2005, at 80 due to cancer, leaving behind a presence that didn't command the room, only filled it in his own way. Judge Parker, the moment he leans forward from the bench, voice steady as he cuts through noise with quiet authority in True Grit, was portrayed by James Westerfield. Born on November 25, 1913, in Nashville, Tennessee, he was 56 when into the film, bringing seasoned credibility to the role. A familiar face in film and television, his defining career strength lay in portraying grounded, authoritative figures. A devoted professional, he maintained a steady life in the industry. Sadly, he passed away on September 20, 1971, at 57 from heart attack, leaving behind a presence that didn't need to raise its voice, only to be heard. Sheriff, the moment he squares his shoulders and steps into the street, choosing duty over comfort as tension rises in True Grit, was portrayed by John Doucette. Born on January 21, 1921, in Brockton, Massachusetts, he was 48 when into the role, bringing rugged authenticity to the role. A familiar presence in westerns and television, he built a career defined by tough, dependable characters. A devoted family man, he lived largely outside the spotlight. John Doucette passed away on August 16, 1994, at 73 due to cancer, leaving behind a presence that never sought the spotlight, only stood where it was needed. Barlow, the moment he lingers just outside the action, watchful and uncertain as tension quietly builds in True Grit, was portrayed by Donald Woods. Born on 2nd, 1906, in Brandon, Manitoba, Canada, he was 63 when the film was released, bringing subtle depth to the role. A seasoned performer in film and radio, His defining career spanned decades of steady character work. Living a largely private life, he remained devoted to his craft. He passed away on March 5, 1998, at 91, leaving behind a presence that didn't need to lead the story, only to be part of its quiet truth. Mrs. Floyd, she pauses mid-sentence. Her quiet concern, revealing more than words ever could in True Grit, was portrayed by Edith Atwater. Born Edith Atwater on April 22, 1911, in Chicago, Illinois, she was 58 when the film was released, bringing warmth and subtlety to the role. A seasoned stage and television performer, her defining career was built on refined character work across decades. Living a largely private life, she remained devoted to her craft. Regrettably, she passed away on March 14, 1986, at 74 by cancer, leaving behind a presence that didn't need to speak loudly, only to be felt. Dirty Bob, the moment he smirks from the shadows, confidence flickering as danger edges closer in True Grit, was portrayed by Carlos Rivas. Born on February 16, 1925, in El Paso, Texas, he was 44 when the film was released, bringing a sly, unpredictable edge to the role. A seasoned performer in television and film, he built a steady career through distinctive character work. Living much of his life outside the spotlight, he remained devoted to his craft. Heartbreakingly, he passed away on June 16, 2003, at 78, leaving behind a presence that didn't need to dominate the moment, only to unsettle it. Thank you for honoring the legacy of True Grit with us. Though many have passed on, their performances still live on through every scene. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite moments from this classic Western below.